નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. Standard 10th, Subject Science, Chapter 12, Electricity. So dear students, in the last video we have completed practical applications of heating of electric current and also heating effect of electric current. So now today we will discuss electric power. Okay, what is electric power? Say now, the rate of doing the work is called as power. So what is we are saying? What we are saying? The rate of doing the work is called as power. So power is equal to W upon T. It means work done per unit time. What did I say? Work done per unit time is called as power. So work done per unit time is called as the rate of the doing work. So now we can say the rate of the doing work, how we can change in electric energy. So we know that V is equal to W upon Q. So V is equal to W upon Q. You are knowing that the last we have learned this one. So here, therefore, W is equal to what will happens? V into Q. So you can write like this, V into Q. Correct? So here you see the formula is given. The rate at which electrical energy is consumed in an electric circuit, this is also termed as electric power. So the P is equal to VI is given. How you got the P is equal to VI? So you know that P is equal to W upon T. See, this you have learned only. So P is equal to W upon T means P is equal to W is here. See, look here now. W is here. So you can write VQ upon T. VQ upon T. So already in the earlier you learned Q upon T is equal to I. So that's why you got P is equal to VI. So in this way we can bring the formulas. So next one, the here is given P is equal to I square upon R is given. See, I square R. So P is equal to I square R is given. So how we will get there? You know that P is equal to VI. See, P is equal to VI. You are knowing only P is equal to VI. Okay. P is equal to VI. So V means what? So the rest you know that V is equal to IR. So V is equal to IR. You are knowing V is equal to IR. So that's why P is equal to, say V. V means IR. You have written V is equal to IR. So we can write IR into I. So that's why P is equal to I square R. So in this way, you got the formula is like this. Okay. And one more is given here. See, look here now. One more thing is, say, this P is equal to V square upon R. So how you got the P is equal to V square upon R? See, P is equal to V square R. So how will you get? So here, so you know that P is equal to VI. So already you are knowing P is equal to VI. Correct or what? So that is why P is equal to, you can write P is equal to V upon VR. V multiplied by VR. So why? Because I is equal to VR. You already learned I is equal to VR. So that is why you can write VR. So therefore P is equal to V square upon R. See, P is equal to V square upon R. And so in this way you can conveniently you can change the formulas when you are using the numerical questions. Okay, but you should know the earlier formulas. Each and every formulas you should remember. So in this way you can easily change your, according to your convenience, you can change the formulas, you can do the calculations. So dear students, the SI unit of electric power is watt. So what is given? The SI unit of the electric power is watt. Okay, W. It is the power consumed by the device, a device that carries, see, it is the power can be defined like this. It is the power consumed by a device that carries 1 ampere of current when operated at a potential difference of 1 volt. So that is why 1 watt is equal to 1 volt multiplied by 1 ampere. So in this way you can write 1 watt is equal to 1 volt multiplied by 1 ampere. So why? Because you know that P is equal to VI. So P is the what you can write V is equal to volt and I ampere. So in this way you can make 1 volt watt is equal to 1 volt multiplied by 1 ampere. The unit watt is very small. So dear student, the unit watt is very small. Therefore, in actual practice, we use a much larger unit kilowatt. So what will be used? Kilowatt, kWh. So it is equal to 1000 watts. So 1 kilowatt is equal to 1000 watts. How much? 1 kilowatt, 1 kWh is equal to 1000 watts. See, 1 kWh is equal to 1000 watt. Okay. So now you see, since electrical energy is the product of power and time. So electrical energy is equal to P multiplied by T. So electrical energy is P multiplied by T. The unit of electrical energy is therefore watt hour. See WH. So watt hour is given. So 1 watt hour is the energy consumed of 1 watt of power is used for an hour. So you can say 1 watt hour is equal to 1 watt of power is used for the 1 hour. Okay. What is the idea now? The commercial unit of energy is kilowatt hours. So the commercial unit of energy is kilowatt hour. This is also called as unit you are saying. What you are saying? Unit. So 1 kilowatt hour. So you can now 1 kilowatt hour is equal to what you have write? 1000 watt. 1000 watt multiplied by hour means 3600 seconds. So how we can change in the joule? So you can convert like this. Say 3 is equal to, okay, what you can write? 1000 joule, 1000 joule per second. Because you know that what? The joule per second multiplied by 3600 second. So second will be cut. So you write 36350 joule. So this one is anyway you can write like this 3.6 multiplied by 10 raised to 6 joules. So in this way you can convert into joule. Okay, you know that 1 watt is equal to 1 joule per second. So that's why you can change easily in the joule. So now you will see some of the text examples. Say 12.12. An electric bulb is connected to a 220 volt generator. The current is 0.50 ampere. What is the power of the bulb? See here students, see look at it. An electric bulb is connected to a 220 volt and the current is here 0.50 ampere. So what is the power of the bulb? So what is given you see? V is equal to how much? 220. Correct? Then I is equal to how much? I is equal to 0.5. So then automatically you can use the formulas V is equal to VI. So therefore P is equal to VI. So 220 multiplied by 0.5. So what is the answer you will get? So answer will be 110. See, multiplied and this 110 joule watt. So 110 joule per second or 110 W. So in this way you can write this. So clear now? Because 1 watt is equal to joule per second. So that's why 110 joule per second, or you can write 110 W. So next question you see, an electric refrigerator rated 400 watt operates 8 hours per day. What is the cost of the energy to operate for 30 days at rupees 3 per kilowatt hour? So this one. See look at now, here the total energy consumed by the refrigerator how much? 30 days, how much you have applied, how you can calculate. So 400 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 30. So what you can do? 400 multiplied by 8.0 means 8 multiplied by 30. So you get the answer how much? So 96,000. 96,000. See, multiply this 96,000 watt hour. So watt hour is equal to 96,000 watt hour. So is equal to, this you can make convert into kilowatt per hour divided by 1000, you do 96 kilowatt per hour. 96 kilowatt hour. kWh. Okay. So because you can divide here by 1000, so you get 96 kilowatt hour. Now the cost of energy you have to find. What is the cost of the energy? So you know that kilowatt hour means this is also called as unit. So 96 unit here given 3 rupees per unit. So this way you can multiply this 96 multiplied by 3. So what is the answer of this? So answer is 220. So 288. So rupees 288. So in this way, at home, whatever the electrical power comes, that cost. So that in this way you can calculate. Whatever the electric bill comes, so you can calculate like this. Okay, dear students, what are the ideas? So today what you learned? What you learned? You learned electric power. So what do you mean by the power? The rate of doing work is called as power. What is the SI unit of power? So that also you learned. The SI unit of electric power is watt. Okay, so this also you learned. And how we can change according to us the formulas, according to our calculations. This also you learned. Correct? And 1 kilowatt hour, 1 kWh is equal to, say this also called as unit. So this also you learned. So we have completed this topic. Correct now? Say 1 kilowatt, 1 kWh is equal to unit. So this also you learned. And how we have to change in the joule, that also you learned. So dear students, we have completed this topic. Okay, we will meet you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you for joining us.